Yeah, if you want to make sure, like, in case anybody's out there, I don't think shouldn't be, but
Talk about it.
And she bonded out in August. So
Okay.
it's been just over a year.
Okay, that's all.
thank you so much. Thank you.
No.
All right, everybody, we called the calendar. We're just gonna try to perfect the record here, so may put a few extra things on the calendar. We'll call your name, stand up. I know some people have already been excused, but I'm gonna put it on the calendar anyway, okay? So we got position one, I've got Marquis Adams, 23 CP 218780, represented by Mr. Scarborough. I signed an order on May 7th, 2024 to remove his ankle monitor, and it was e-filed in May 7th, 2024. You should not have an ankle monitor. I got, position two is Demarcus Allen, 23 CP 215078. Miss Eustace. So here's what I have, Miss Eustace, with this. Is he here? Anybody know if anybody who we got? Anybody know if Miss Eustace? No.
You can ask Miss Eustace what
Yeah.
her game plan is here.
Okay. Anybody speaking for someone else besides Miss Alfarasi? You're handling.
Your Honor, I'm handling the people from my office who are from appeals, which would be Mr. Scarborough from the last.
Okay,
case,
so I just,
Steve Phillips, who's coming up on the calendar.
all right.
On
So,
behalf of Mr. Taurus Eckles.
all right, yeah, so I didn't know if Miss Eustace was coming. Is she the one that was from Joseph Barbett's office?
No.
Oh.
The judge, all hands.
Well, here's what I've got too with this one, because I want to just make sure, okay? So I have that he was arrested on 12/30/2022. He was released on 3/25/2023. Then again, though, so I'm assuming that's when he had the ankle monitor placed on his ankle, but then I have another arrest on 9/4/2023 and released on October the 1st, 2023. And this is under a 24 SC 003515. So he's not here. He's not in custody. And where's bonding company? Would you have him as like non-dead battery?
No device.
No
Yeah.
device? All right, so definitely no device, so. But he was noticed at the hearing.
I mean, we don't know that he's
Yeah.
noticed of the hearing.
All right, so.
I mean, it was a notice calendar. I'm just,
Right.
yeah,
Assuming proper notice, Judge.
Okay.
I mean, that certainly is the standard for the state or the court would issue a bench warrant, connection with such. And so if proper notice has been made, obviously a bench warrant would be warranted, only if.
and let Miss Eustace know to reach out to us, okay? Do you know when he had it removed?
As effective us taking over, we had nothing for him.
So his was removed? Did he remove it himself?
We-
Or we just don't?
They didn't
We're
get-
just not tracking him. We have nothing for
Right,
him.
they had nothing. So that's my thing. That's what I'm kind of looking at, is that he was released on March 25th, 2023. Arrested again September. So I can only kind of assume that he had one on. And if he got rearrested, they cut it off and never placed it back on.
Right.
So maybe you can check with Miss Eustace about that, as soon as, when you can, Miss Alfarasi.
This
Well-
is from Mr. Allen.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, it looks like Miss Eustace didn't receive notice of the calendar, but I know that we've had a couple shuffles in our office.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's entirely possible that it just
Somebody,
got
all right,
lost because she's now in front of Judge Hargis.
all right. All right. All right, now we got position three is Destiny Clark, 23 CP 218513. And looks like arrested 5/15/23 and released 8/17/23. What's the status?
She's active.
She's active.
She's
Mhm.
present, Your
Mhm.
Honor.
Okay.
She's in good standing.
Yes.
So where's Miss Clark? Oh, Sorry. Miss Clark, you've had it on for a while then, right?
She has, Judge. That is something that ADA Jenkins and I wanted to perhaps see if
We just want to, discuss and after the call, the captain.
Well, here's the thing, has it been indicted? It's been over a year. Ms. Clark, would you like to be free without the ankle monitor?
It's up to the court.
Okay, so we'll, y'all have somebody here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they have somebody here. Are they in the meeting room over here?
No, they weren't able to open this one. So we're in J15217, which is across the way.
Okay, just, yeah, that's what me and McBurney, we all just, if it's been over a year, no violations, da, 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 da.
Do I need something, do I need to draft something or?
Sure, if you want to send it to me.
Absolutely, I will just step
Okay.
out with Ms. Clark here and get this handled.
Okay, there we go.
So we're gonna have it removed.
Yeah, we'll remove first. Position 4 is Derek Clark, 23 CP 217007. This one used to be Miss Rosenhoover.
Judge, I'll just step in today. Sarah, it's Derek Clark.
Well, Derek Clark, it's DEERIC Clark. Common spelling. And do we know whose case it is now? If it's not,
It's Sarah Rosa Hoover who's in state court now, so I don't think our office reassigned this calendar, Judge. So I'll just step in today.
all right. What do you got to, yeah, there's several on this calendar that didn't have anybody assigned, so.
Judge, I don't see a mailed notice for this hearing to him in the Odyssey under the case number.
Mr. Dukes,
Yes.
notice is mailed out.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Jenkins,
All right, well, with that, and if notice is proper, the state will request a bench warrant for purposes of this hearing.
all right, and it also looks like there was possibly another bench warrant on January 17th, 2024 for an FTA, but we'll do that and we'll just chat afterwards, figure out how we're going to handle everything logistically.
Okay.
All right, now I've got Tiara Cobbs, 23 CP 217709. That's also Miss Rosenhoover's, and it's a, according to this, booked on 4/15/2023, released on 5/23/2023, then arrested again January the 24th, 2024, and released January 27th. What do we have over there on her? Anything?
Nothing. Not being tracked currently.
Hate to put you on the spot, Ms. Safarasi.
Judge, let me look up the case.
It's criminal damage. The second one was, the second arrest was 24 PI 000565.
She's not in full custody now.
No, ma'am.
I mean, Judge, I'm gonna make my same argument. I don't see filed in the case notice of this hearing, so I don't think bench warrants are appropriate for the people not here. I don't see notice mailed, filed in the case like we see for other hearings. So I would just stand that there's not been issued proper notice, and so no one should get a bench warrant today.
Mr. Jenkins?
Your Honor, I mean, obviously, with the only way legitimately, obviously, to request a bench warrant, which I would gladly do if notice is proper, but if it isn't,
I mean, the calendar was sent out to all the lawyers. Notices were mailed, Mr. Dukes?
Yes,
That's an affirmative for Mr. Dukes. Notice was mailed. So,
But Judge, notice mailed to an attorney is not the same as being mailed to the
no,
client
mailed to the
directly.
people and then email, you guys got notice.
But there's nothing filed on the record to show that, Judge.
We'll chat without that afterwards, okay? So we'll do that, a bench warrant on that. How about, position 6 is Willie Coleman, 24 SC 004462. This one's assigned to Judge Richardson, and it's Ms. Beck.
Judge, she's doing first appearance, so I'll handle him today.
And what do we have on this one?
No ankle monitor.
Do you know when it was removed or it was never, no
Was indicted
record of one?
case.
Since we
Yes.
got it, no, we had nothing, but let me see if they have
Okay.
a date from the previous
Let's see.
that shows anything.
That's gonna be in that list you sent me, right?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
Judge, this is an indicted case. Does that change what you're doing today?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Let's see. Da.
Yeah, I'll make the same argument.
And I'm also making note, I know she has a hearing in front of Judge Richardson, November the 4th too, so.
It looks like the last time there was communication was May of 23. So there's not been a device since then. Any communication of a device
This
since
is
then.
Willie Coleman? Is it, what are they saying she? Judge, are we doing Coleman or Collins?
Coleman,
Coleman.
Willie Coleman. She said last that she had was May of 2023. Looks like.
Is it a woman? Oh. Okay.
Not that.
They said, but is it, they'll say that then they're on it. No, go back.
All right, Mr. Jenkins.
Well, Judge, if notice is proper, then request a bench warrant. You're
All right.
saying this matter has been indicted already?
Yes,
has-
sir, it is, yes,
It's assigned to
it's
Judge
indicted
Richardson.
a month ago.
And if it's been indicted in Judge Richardson, then we probably need to send it there as opposed to.
We'll go ahead and issue the bench warrant for the purposes that I stated, and we'll talk,
Okay.
and I'm gonna email everybody.
Thank you.
Judge.
You have that,
Judge, you just
do you have
gotta-
that indictment number?
24 SC
Mm-hmm.
I have it.
004462.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
So I'll have a very long email going out to everybody later this afternoon.
Judge, we have to make our argument.
No, I get it. So, and then, all right, so position 7, Gan Collins, 23 CP 217681. Now with this, looks like he was booked on 4/14/23, released 4/14/23, then booked in to 11/24, released on 2/20/24, and then booked in again on May 4th, 2024, and released July 2nd, 2024. What do we have there from the ankle monitoring people?
No device. We're not tracking him.
So, so when you say no device, it means like you don't know if he's ever had one?
I'm looking to see, well, since we've taken over, no,
Right.
if he's not had one, but I'm looking to see if there's anything that tells me the last time that he was tracked previously.
Yeah. And so this was Ms. Beck, Ms. Safrasi. I mean, I'm just trying to use a little bit of
Right.
common sense. I don't have a ton, but that little bit I'm trying to use. is-
According to this, there was communication up until February of this year.
That
so-
would, that would probably mean that he had it, then when he got.
Uh-huh.
It's cut off and he probably
that-
wasn't
when they Cut
aware.
it off when they rearrested. All right, so statistical purposes only, okay?
Huh?
Statistical purposes only,
Okay.
we'll do the,
Understood.
we'll do the bench work and, okay?
Yes, Judge. And I'll let Ms. Beck know.
Okay. All right, and I've got position 824 PI 000078, Charlie Daniels. And looks like he was booked in on January the 3rd, 2024, and released on April the 12th, 2024. Oh, this is Mr. How you doing? So it's Mr. Majeski. Anybody handling anything for Mr. Majeski?
Private attorney, Judge.
Yeah, but you got that, let's see.
Present. Okay, defendant is present.
Mr. Duke, let's see, can you, let me say, I'm gonna get somebody here right now who will be glad to help you, okay? Let me step by for a second. I'll get. All right, so we got somebody who will be here shortly for you, okay? It's, Ms. Rockwell's gonna take care of you, okay? So we're gonna stand by. She's covered for, Mr. Majeski a few times, so she's gonna do it real quick, okay? All right, all right, so I got Antonio Dunn, position 9, 23 CP 218742.
Yes, Your Honor, Attorney Daniel Bozo, and Mr. Dunn is present here.
All right, and let's see.
He came by yesterday and had a monitor put on.
Yes,
It hasn't been on?
so it was a dead battery, but it was my understanding that because that switched to this new ankle monitoring company, he wasn't able to get in contact with the proper company to get a new charger. But when I found that out, I advised him, and then that same day, he went and got his new equipment and charger placed on it.
All right, let me look at something real quick. So he's got an indicted case with Judge Adams, right? Esmond Adams, and looks like. All right, let's see. 123. Snow. Snow. Trying to see here. Where it. All right, let's see. I'm trying to see where one was ordered to be on him. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it was put on August of 2023, sir? That sound about right? Okay, so, I heard you. So what's been happening since August of 2023?
Well, he came yesterday, so he's
Right.
effective yesterday is when he got a monitor.
All
From
right.
prior to that, and he was not being tracked.
George.
All right, so,
Okay, not yet.
so Mr. Jenkins, there's a,
Yes, Judge.
then there's the 24 SC case. Well, it's not the same with Judge Adams, is it?
I'm only handling this hearing, Your Honor. I'm not ARPD, so I'm
Yeah.
not, I don't even know.
Is it a different case, sir?
Hold on.
We just got a data for it.
Yeah. Do you have a different case in front of Judge Adams, correct? Is it the same charges? Do you know? Okay, hold on one.
Trying to see if something comes.
All right,
up
look,
here.
why this thing? What is this? Let's see, 24, let's see. 00. So, all right, let's see what it says.
I don't. Yeah, I don't see this being charged as of yet. Yeah, I'm in case manager, so yeah.
Thanks, for some reason, her little number,
This 23 case has not been indicted yet.
all right, so that one, so this, and I don't think there's another one in the indicted case, is there?
Do you have an indicted number, case number, Your Honor?
Yes, 24 SC
Mhm.
001744.
Let me see if that
And that's,
signed to Judge Adams, you said?
yeah, that's, ag battery riot, and, I think the street gang was, not presented to grand jury.
All right, so he caught it in the jail. It's like,
Yeah,
let's see here.
looks like,
Multiple defendants. Okay. Antonio Dunn.
and I don't see another court date for,
Yeah, he's out on bond, it appears, or he's not in the jail
Right.
currently. And this is a separate case that has not been charged by our office as of yet.
so T, what I'll do, Mr. Dunn, I'll reach out to Judge, I don't see you on the calendar for her. So I'll reach out to Judge Adams, and I'm not trying to hurry your case along, but see if she wants me to remove it.
Right.
Okay, so I'll reach out to her. Can you give, this lawyer like your contact info?
I have that, Your Honor.
You do? All right, so make sure you give me yours free leave, okay? So I'm gonna check to see if we can remove it, okay? But as soon as I hear from her, I'll let your lawyer know, okay? All right, thank you. Can you get a paper for it? Anybody got a paper for it? I mean, I got 20.
I mean.
It's all the paper I've got. Is there, do we have anything? You know, Miss
You got a
Lewis?
copy of the notice, maybe, or court?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, official court.
Thank you, ma'am. You too. All right, I got, Taurus Eckles, position 10, 23 CP 215566, oh, excuse me, 23 CP 215269.
Morning, Judge. Cody Young on behalf of Mr. Eckles, standing in for Mr. Phillips, who is now retired from our office.
Good for him.
He's golfing right now.
So what's the status on this one?
Your Honor, I know that he was arrested back in the spring. I think he spent 43 days in custody. I don't know the status of the ankle monitor after he was released.
He doesn't have one. He's not being tracked. Per the previous company, it looks like communication failed effective September 23.
All right, so I've got, he was arrested about January 7th of 23 and released April of 2023. Does that sound?
Sounds about.
I mean, on this one, if there was,
I thought it was 2024, Judge, that I thought he spent some time in custody this year.
wait, did he get rearrested for something?
I believe so.
Let's see, hold on. Let's see. There's already a bench warrant out for him.
That sounds correct, Judge.
All right. So, come on, cases. Maybe get this one. All right, so Mr. Jenkins, you want to just go ahead and, for that, the purposes we discussed at the
Yes,
pre-trial,
Judge, they
do that?
request a bench warrant.
Okay, and just,
Yeah,
is this going to be assigned to you now?
I have no idea, Your Honor, but someone from appeals will be here every time Mr.
Okay, well, I just want to send out the email on what we've.
Sure,
what we put.
I'll make
Okay.
sure you have my info.
All right, thank you so much. Have a good day, if that's it.
Thank you.
All right, I got Shauna Faust, 23 CP 222360. This was Mr. Rhodes, and I think it was from when he was the PD.
I'll handle it, Judge.
Okay. All right, so I got Shauna Faust. So this looks like to me arrested October the 3rd, released October 14th, both of 2023. Ms. Safarasi, what do you know?
That's just my same argument, Judge. I don't know if.
All
proper
right, and
notice
this one
sufficient.
was UJR through the jail.
I would ask you not to revoke his bond. And issue a bench, and not issue a bench.
What do you have on him? Anything?
Nothing.
I mean her, sorry.
It looks like the last communication was about just October 23.
Which would have been when it was placed on. All right, Mr. Jenkins?
Yes, Your Honor, pursuant to notice in this matter of states requesting a bench warrant.
All right,
for the state.
and I'll just email Ms. Fafarasi on some of these. I'll just email you and you can send it to whoever's going to be, all right, so bench warrant on that one. All right, Raphael Favors, 23 CP 217684, arrested April 14th, 2023, released July 28th, 2023. This one says Mr. Lane.
I'll handle, Judge.
I don't see anybody behind you jumping up to help you though, Ms. Fafarasi.
Ms. Safarasi needs me to
No.
attach. I am happy to.
I'm just kidding, go ahead. So do we have Raphael Favors? And I don't, when I was looking and making the stuff last night, which of course I could be wrong, okay, I don't see anything else. What do we have on Mr. Favors?
Nothing.
Nothing has never
Nothing.
reported.
Yeah, I don't even see history. So I have no idea when he stopped communicating or.
Yes, this was a UJR,
Right, just check it
so,
Judge,
Go ahead.
looks like he has an indicted case, but I think he's been coming to court
Yeah, see, I don't
for
see.
that. I'm just trying to figure out when. 410. The last time they had court was 410. Then he has court in February. When was he released? Yes, Judge, he came to court in April of this year
For this?
for his indicted case with Judge Edwards. So I just, again, that goes to, I just don't believe proper notice was issued.
All right, Mr. Jenkins.
Purposes of notice in this matter, state request bench warrant.
All right. I'll just, same thing, Ms. Sarfarazzi, I'll email you, all right, bench warrant. All right, Ms. Sarfarazzi, we got Starrett Boynton, 23 CP 223949.
Yes, Judge, she's here.
All right, looks like arrested about December the 8th, 2023, released March the 15th, 2024. What we have, on the ankle monitor there?
Nothing.
No.
No monitor, no device.
Ever? No device?
It looks like she may have had one. The last communication was in October 23.
All right.
He has it on right now.
Listen,
Oh, it's,
so it's never been able to be charged?
I think that's what it is. Like sometimes Charles works, sometimes John, I reached out to him.
okay, so I have an agent that's sitting out there. She can swap it for you. Okay.
Mr. Jenkins, maybe we can all discuss after what your position is, like after that, to keep it, how long to keep it on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. Let's discuss it afterwards.
Yeah, because I don't see another rearrest, so.
No, Judge, I mean, I would ask for it to be removed. He's been compliant, came to court.
You know.
He did reach out for the ankle monitor as well.
It's the issue. Obviously, we've got Mercy's Law issues in connection with.
Yeah, removing that, yeah. So, but we'll see. It's a process we're working out because some judge, Ms. Sarfarazzi, put like 10,000 ankle monitors on
I
people.
wonder who do that, Judge.
I don't know. It must have been Judge Hughes. It wasn't me, for sure. All right, so we
Asked
got
for no ankle monitor a lot of times.
position 14-23-218-599, Cheyenne Best.
She already has a bench warrant.
It looks
from
like
April, I believe, or May, sometime in this year.
So I'm asking this. So it looks like there may have been a hold, so she may have been sent to Cobbs. So do you know if it was ever placed on?
I don't think it was, Judge.
What do you see there?
Nothing. I have nothing.
Because she did go straight from Fulton to Cobb.
Right, and that's why I wonder, okay, so what we'll do is we'll do the whole bench, and I'll talk with McBurney, we'll figure out on something like this, because, you know, it's like, I had a night, I made a lot of notes last night, because if they were transferred somewhere else, I just know maybe it wasn't done. All right, I got Troy Fisher, 23 CP 221493. Looks like he was picked up 9/21/23, released 9/24/2023, then arrested October the 14th and released on October 17th, and that case is indicted. We have anything on that one?
No, not
Mr.
being tracked.
Mr. Dobbs?
Yes, Judge. I would just state that, looking at Odyssey, Mr. Fisher was previously put on a ankle monitor calendar. There is record of notice to that one. It was reset because of the system outage at that time, per Odyssey. And I don't see any record of notice for this hearing, so I will ask for no bench warrant for that reason, though I understand what Your Honor has stated about the email and whatnot.
All right, and it looks like one was issued May 8th, 2024. So, Mr. Jenkins, it's kind of messy right now. You want to just go ahead and,
Well, I'm not seeing that this charge has been indicted yet.
well, no, another one has, when he was
another
arrested in
one, right.
October. The
Well-
one that's been indicted is 24 SC 001480. So it was another case when he was arrested and about within 10 days or so after getting out on a,
I mean, requesting a bench warrant for purposes of this hearing and consistent with the email, we'll
Okay.
do so. But-
I know it's gonna be a mess here, but you know, I just got that one email yesterday, so I was like, all right, so we'll do a bench warrant. Now I've got Isaac Barnes, position 16, 23 CP 216702. And that has, let's see. Booked in March of 2023, released July 8th of 2023. Guess we don't have Mr. Wright here, do we? Wait,
No, Derek, no, he's not here.
he's down, is he downstairs?
I haven't seen him this morning.
No, I mean, is he in the YSL case?
No, he's not.
No, okay.
At least he's not currently at the trial.
Right, okay, yeah.
Say they're the defendant, but no, he's not. trying to-
Anything on this one?
No, not at all. The last communication would have been in January of this year.
So there was some in January?
Yeah, it looks like he did have a monitor on, but the only note I see in here is that there was communication failed in January of 2024, meaning at that point, from that point on, there was nothing tracking.
All right, so right now, we'll do like,
Man, may as well consistent. I mean.
yeah, we'll do a bench warrant, but we'll also reach out. There's gonna be a very long email, and please, everybody, respond to it once I send it to you, okay? All right, I got position 17, Pelum Gains, 23 CP 221653. Ms. Beck, or Ms. Safarasi. Looks like book 9/7/2023. Let's see. Released October the 15th, 2023. Looks like there was, a bond was revoked on May 24th of this year. Or May 20th, yeah, 2024. You know anything, Ms. Safarasi?
I would just say the same argument.
All right, Mr. Jenkins, because this was a consent bond by you and Mr. Corn on October.
That some quite time ago, so Your Honor, same motion in connection with,
Okay,
Bedford Benchman.
all right, so we'll do hold on a second. Okay, yeah, we'll do failed trip here on the bench warrant on that. It's like I'm gonna be working late tonight. Position 18, Patrick Geffin, 23 CP 221279. Placed, booked in 8/23/23, released 9/20/23. Let's see, this one is Ms. Kennebrew. Ms. Correa?
We would like to hold for his arrival, Your Honor.
All right, let's see. What do we have on notes on Mr.?
Nothing, we have nothing on him. He's not being tracked. No device,
So we don't even know if he's ever had one, right?
no. Well, according to this, he did, well, the last communication was 11/20/2023. So, November of 2023. So that, with that, I would assume that he did have one.
Okay. All right, so we'll do that, Ms. Correa, and then we'll just figure it out. So bench warrant, Mr. Jenkins.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. For Ms. Kennebrew or Mr. Geffin?
The defendant, Your Honor.
I do not want to deal with a Miss Kennebrew.
You don't want to represent Ms. Kennebrew. All right, Corey George, 23 CP 222553. And this one is Mr. Cazzola. Mr. George. So it looks like you were released January 2024, right? Is it working for you? Everything happening?
No device.
Can you explain it to me?
Yeah, can you let Ms. Correa know first?
No.
Oh, yeah, just let her know first. She knows how to word it really good.
Your Honor, I emailed you my contact info.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
I gotta go prelims, but am I good to go?
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Have a good week. Let's see, what Ms. Safarazi's here, so we'll hold Mr. George. How about go to the next one, position 20, Murian Glass, 23 CP 217797. Placed, booked 4/15/23, released 7/26/2023, and it's a Miss Eustace.
This was in jail.
Not there now, so do you have anything off that one?
Nothing, no device.
No device, no.
He went to jail.
Hmm.
He went to jail, so they took off the ankle monitor.
Did he go to jail after this? Because I don't see where he did.
He was transferred to another agency on the 23rd.
Right.
Released Bolton, they sent him straight to.
All right, hold on. So some of them, if they were released, they had like 72 hours. That's one. Was there any communication out of Mr. Glass at all?
Just 1 second, let's make sure.
Sure, let's see. Like it was released in. Yeah. Did he have something in another county?
Per the last communication would have been 7/2023, July 2023.
Well, not that he was released on 7/28. But, okay, so,
But he was released to a.
yeah, yeah, I mean, I got those notes. Do we know where it was? We're really trying to do some accounting and everything else, so y'all gotta be patient when we're trying to figure out if it was ever placed on
Right.
his ankle.
When
So
that counts.
potentially, because
Right.
the date is saying the 28th and you're saying he was released the 28th, but
Well,
he
I mean,
went
that's-
somewhere else?
I mean, not-
So potentially they could have put the monitor on just so he can go to the next location?
And then-
And that's why I never communicated after. So they just probably put it on him to move on.
Born in Gwinnett County.
All right, Gwinnett, so, okay, so we'll look, what we can do, because looks like there's already a bench warrant, so, Ms. Alfarasi, we'll do this, straighten that out, and find out really if one was ever put on, because I may have to do some orders like one was not put on. Because I think a lot of times what the old place did was didn't put it on, because I would say, 72 hours after being released, they have to put it on or something? You have to report to the ankle monitoring company. Mr. Jenkins, is that okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Alfarasi, do you want me to include Ms. Eustace on these, or?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right, so we'll do that and I'll look at the Gwinnett County. All right, 21, okay, all right, we're back to,
The supervisor, they're the ones that are going to reassign.
okay. All right, so we're back to Mr. Corey George, number 19, Ms. Correa.
Yes, Judge, so it looks like there may have been some confusion as he paid the bond on the case in which he is here today. In the process of being released, he got caught up with a couple other holds, and then he was sent to Clayton County. However, I would like to note for the court that he is here today. The purpose of bond is to ensure the defendant's return to court. He has satisfied that requirement, yada, yada.
All right, so.
He
so
doesn't
here-
have an ankle monitor though.
So here's what I see. So I see that on January 17th, 2024, that Judge Manning person put a ankle monitor on. But there were two cases, because January 22nd of 2024, he was released in April. Wait, this offense date was 18. So he was arrested, there was a previous 10/18/2023. So one order said ankle monitor, one said, didn't say.
Yes, Judge, so he paid the bond that you set on the 23 CP case. They put it on him, he was being processed out, another warrant popped up, so they booked him back into the jail, removed the ankle monitor. Due to his length of incarceration, they put a $1,000 bond on that. He bonded out on that and then was sent to Clayton County.
Is that it, sir? You left Fulton County, went straight to Clayton?
No, that's not what happened.
Okay, so
So,
step by. Legally, that is exactly what your lawyer wants me to know happened.
Okay, this is what happened.
the confusion is that there may be duplicate charges.
Right, I got you. Okay, and that's fine. We'll figure that out, but I'm just,
I haven't looked at the warrants to
so
determine.
when did you actually get an ankle monitor placed on you, sir?
He does not currently have one on.
So you never had one?
He had one on for a few hours.
Yeah, and then they took it off?
And then they took it back off.
All right, Mr. Jenkins, what would you like to do here? Would you like to do something long enough for Marcy's law? What, I mean,
Well,
Is
first
it-
of all, because of the nature of the charges here.
it was the same victim.
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, I don't support removing any, well, he doesn't have one on.
Right.
I'd rather have one placed on him if possible. And then after a period of time in which there's successful compliance, then we can take it off, but due to the nature of the charges, and that's spot on.
And that gives you time, I guess, to figure out if it's duplicate or what.
I'm pulling up the arrest warrants now.
Yeah.
I understand how, Mr. Corey, could come to be confused. I'm looking into it now, Judge. It may just be a matter that it could be duplicate, it could be just an old warrant in the system got him jammed up, but that other case is now indicted before Judge Edwards.
The one, the 24 PI, I mean, the 24 PI?
It's 24 SC now, Judge.
Yeah, but it was that case, right?
I think so.
Okay.
And if you look, his commitment packet does have the same, book and photo
Right.
as the 23 So they are separate incident dates.
Okay,
But the incident dates are close in time, so again, I can see how
I get, yeah. All
we
right,
get this
so,
confusion.
all right, so how about we, I guess, because there was already a bench warrant outstanding for it. That at least shows up on Odyssey. I'm not saying if it's,
Hold on a minute.
hold on, where's here you go, Ms. Correa. This says, y'all want to see this? It says, here, I printed these out, so. Oh, stand by, stand by. We'll figure it out, okay? Just hold on a second. See,
I do see that. Lovely. I leave that to the court.
I guess get them to check it.
Not.
19,
If it's confirmed.
19, I guess get them to check it, I guess. Yeah, get,
Deputy, if you would.
we got one in here, right?
They ask you to do is to check and see if it's. Yeah. This warrant.
That's the warrant.
And he may get up and haul line just in case you paying attention.
Yeah, obviously isn't. Majestic.
Yes. Oh, hey, that's all right. I called in a substitute. Don't hurt me. Cause I asked Renee Rock, I'm like, can you just announce?
Yeah, first you can see. Could see your client. It looks like the client's present.
Mhm.
President was present.
Yeah, he's still here, right there, right? Yeah, in the orange shirt. Sorry, I didn't mean to point. The gentleman in the orange shirt.
That's it.
Mhm.
So you point the angle.
Yeah, I just, well, I should have said orange shirt. That's really,
Yeah.
Swapped out. I'll say a chance there to get him straight. That's here, so. Let them see what the deal is.
Right back.
just make sure it's working and.
What's the, it's one.
No, this is, he's talking to position 8. When we're talking to Corey is 19. 19
Are we
is the
gonna-
one that's Corey.
Okay.
Oh, are we gonna get back on the morning? Yeah, the one who's.
Ours, what is?
Okay, because I broke it down.
Take it off.
Well, yeah, so I just put remove. Yeah. Right. I'll put remove figures. So I can just take them out the system.
I want to see it like.
Right,
Um,
right. And so I'm just gonna put remove, so we can just remove it out of the system. So we
Yeah.
don't have to look at it
Yeah,
anymore
yeah.
because it's, okay.
And whenever you give me that other list, it takes me a minute, but I promise I do get.
Okay, it's okay.
Get so he's talked, so, all right. So they're checking on Mr. Corey. Let me see, I don't know if. I thank y'all for all being very patient. Really trying to,
I can
Borrow it.
Let's see.
I'll come back down.
I can keep it.
oops, I just gave him my piece of paper, so I don't have that warrant number.
Definitely, because I want to.
Do you? Hang on, I just had the warrant on this. What is the warrant number? Let's see if I can look it up on here.
Judge,
Mhm.
I have to go run up to Judge
Yes,
Barwick.
absolutely.
And I'll come back down so we can talk about after the calendar.
Okay,
You know, I'm not down and I need to be down.
okay. Perfect. Let me see. Let's see, where's this one? So, Mr. Jenkins, this offense date was April this year.
Yeah.
So I do see an open state court case for that charge.
See this one? Well, come here, you can look at my. She has this thing up like. Here, come on right here. Let me show you, baby. I don't want to mess with her. I don't know. You can, well, come here. I'm gonna buzz you and see.
I don't think I have my badge with me for the store.
This is what we got. See this one?
Yeah, I see it and I see the
So,
dates on it.
and I'm trying to-
everything.
So I just wrote it down so I can see if I can pull it up.
Yeah,
So I just don't. Where I go, right? Is that it? Where I go right there? Let me see. I don't know if it's,
wasn't there another technological snafu around that time?
Cobb County? Right, let's see. All right, let's see. Let me see if they'll let me pull it up now this way. Do I have to put the,
Let's see.
I don't remember if I put the EW in there or not.
Because I mean, he definitely got picked up for something in April, but it may have been an earlier date.
Because I don't know if it's gonna.
Or if they just signed a new warrant, so that way it would be the felony because instead of the misdemeanor.
Well, see, but these other ones were. Oh, wait a minute, maybe it's here. Wait,
Yeah, that drives me crazy. How do you not have the power to?
I should, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody's,
I understand why I may not, but
I see. Maybe I need to go through, I don't know. I'm gonna have to call Shay. All right, so. I'll have to call Shay and ask her so we can see it.
I'm trying to come up with a timeline for him because with so many things happening.
Yeah, and I kind of, you can see, well, I did little in this out, right? So I kind of put these, right, and I printed off the bonds.
Yeah.
So I tried to keep like, this incident date was,
Mhm. So that was the arrest date, so.
this, well, I looked at the warrant, now, yeah, the
Yeah.
arrest date, and then this
Because like
other.
the incident date for the one he was originally,
Talk
for
to,
this
they have
one.
an
this one
office
was-
right across, the young
That's the
lady,
arrest date, the incident
in the
date
witness
was,
stand.
like,
Yes.
Representative second chance.
and then the
Good.
incident date
So he's
was
gonna go
like-
ahead and.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna swap it. We're gonna
It was
swap it.
booked
So,
on this one,
this is
11th.
Daniel's, correct?
And then.
Okay.
it was
Outside
released,
of,
yeah,
if you
so-
walked out of the
See how that
courtroom,
popped up,
Yeah.
so-
room number 5217, I have an agent there.
second.
She's gonna swap it, put a new
Right,
one
I'm
on,
trying
give
to-
him a
trying
charger,
to-
everything.
yeah,
He
I'm
just
trying
has
to
to give us
figure it out.
updated information.
Right.
Yeah, so just go out there to see her.
Right.
I just have a brief announcement.
Sure.
Question really. I just wanted to make sure that, position 23 was indeed removed from the calendar. I emailed about it.
So, all right, so that's Darius Holt.
Adrian told.
All right, so let me ask you a question. So does, all right, so this is 23 CP 221972, Darius Holt.
No device.
No. Oh, wait, did he have an ankle monitor?
He's not had an ankle monitor. Very, very long
I
time.
mean, when did he have one or did he?
So basically what happened, I don't know if you recall our hearing in April, but essentially, he had an ankle monitor, was picked up on new charges and when he
Judges.
those charges ended up getting dismissed, but when he was released on the original case again, he wasn't assigned an ankle monitor.
Judge, I'm having a hard time hearing.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
You hear me better than that?
Is that better?
Uh-uh.
It's not on mute. Oh, thank,
It's the.
Uh-uh.
is that working? No?
Go to the table.
No, yeah.
Okay, I'll use this one. So Your Honor, basically, the ankle monitor was, removed at that point, of his new arrest.
Okay. hold on. I'm
And then
sorry.
he was, never assigned another ankle monitor. He had a bond compliance hearing in February. And then he came before you in April. We established that he had no ankle monitor. Also in your order, it said no ankle monitor is required. So,
Right. So he had it taken off about February?
no, he had it taken off about October of 2023.
Okay. Okay.
So I can go.
So I'm
ahead and
hoping
remove
that
him?
something can register in the system to
Right,
show
so-
he does not
yeah.
have one.
We'll try to figure it out. That's what we're trying to figure out now. Thanks.
And do you need anything else from me, Your
Oh,
Honor?
no,
or may I
thank
be
you, Ms.
excused?
Murray.
All right.
So, all right.
Do we remove him?
What's that?
Do we remove him?
Yeah, that, yeah, this one, number 23
Three,
Three,
23
yeah.
Holt.
So Mr. Jenkins, all right. So this one was issued on, it was issued 4/30, so, but he says it's not, out, but it's showing up right here. So what do you think?
The approach.
Sure.
It's showing up,
So I just show, you can come back here, see it still, but for some reason I can't open it and look at it.
I think it may be the one in the CR case, and maybe there may be the subsequent warrant, because it should be upgraded. And normally
Yeah.
that scenario, at first appearance, it would just get upgraded, but maybe that didn't happen.
So,
how about, this is, but he. Okay, go ahead.
because he was,
They were saying that.
I mean, if it's not in the GCIC, then I declare it's not actually.
Right.
I'm not.
so,
I'm gonna defer to
right,
fire
so
law.
this one, right, we had it. And then on this one, there what, so this was the second one that held him. It was an earlier charge, but a later warrant. So this one was without one.
What do you?
So then I don't, you know, I can't even see that warrant to see what that, who would have done it again?
I'm not sure, because normally in that
Do you have
scenario.
access to, do you have access to EWI?
No, right here, and they won't, for some reason, it's not even letting me see the warrant right now. Let me call.
I would say this is like, I feel like it's-
Oh, let's see. Let's see, let me see. Well, they're about to start first appearance, so let me see if I can call this, janitor.
Oh, okay, so it was.
Hey, are you in front of Odyssey? Or can you have somebody for someone?
Sit down.
I'm pulling up a timeline for it. Hang on.
That's great.
I know, hang on.
Yes, sure.
So.
I came in here, like, I know that.
Okay. 3 months ago, I mean, Martin was on the sites.
You guys walked in this morning.
3 months ago, when judge signed it, it said judge signed, you know. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So they say, I don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
The girl is called police, they say, girl called the police. I'm just going to have me, called police. I was in jail, I always, I was in jail, yeah, I was in
Gaming chair.
Day before. The day before.
Didn't you that?
So you get 1 hour.
Yes, I do.
I seen the grab, you know.
Is it full jump?
Maybe all the hot things. Open your eyes.
No.
You both left-handed.
How?
Hold on.
Wait, I'm backwards. I'm backwards.
I swear I thought.
I don't know where I got that from. What jar Those are their notes. And everybody else. Now, I don't see someone who wants to start with trying to be fair.
Okay, well, there.
To be fair, like, some gym want somebody to sell this or not to know. However. Thought, see that they had notes.
Hey, good morning, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
I have just one position.
What, do you know what number? Oh, okay.
We're stuck right before me. He's still in DeKalb County Division.
Okay.
So,
Do you think they'll want it removed? Like, should he, does he have bond in the cab?
Right,
he's court Friday.
okay. Now-
Okay, so he might get bond.
Where
May or may
is
not.
Miss Suffer, or somebody, okay, so let's see, I got Antoine Hart, position 21. 23 CP 217587, this is an old case because it was assigned to Mr. Cho. This says he was booked on 4/10/2023 and released 8/7/2023, but also showing here through looking through it, looks like may have been transferred to Henry County. But it says on his bond order, he should have contact the ankle monitoring company within 48 hours to have it placed back on his ankle. Do you know anything, Ms. Correa?
I do not, Your Honor.
He didn't have a monitor put back on.
So you don't think it was ever put on there?
It looks like the last communication with the previous company may have been in September of 23.
All right. So, Mr. Jenkins,
For purposes of this, calendar and.
Did we can straighten it out?
Yeah, so, yes,
well, we'll probably figure out something else but until then, yeah.
We'll defer to the court.
All right, we'll issue the bench warrant and all. All right, I got Shamari Haynes, position 22, 23 CP 219459. This says it's Ms. Strong's. Now so this one says, books 6/17/23, release 10/30/23. Then I've got booked in on another case on 3/14/24, released 4/9/24, then booked in again on 7/19/24, released on 8/22/24. And that was booked in on the failure to appear. Anything about Mr. Haynes?
No device.
So you've never shown a device?
Well, there looks like there could have been communication up until December of 23. But for us, we have nothing.
All right, and he's not here. Ms. Correa, anything?
I defer to the court.
Mr. Jenkins?
Your Honor, limit for the purpose of this, calendar, whatever the court would like in connection with requested bench warrant,
All right.
subject to proper service.
Subject to the rest of us, me doing all the legwork too. Absolutely, okay. All right, we got Jaquez Horn, position 24, 23 CP 218974.
That was
The one
on
we spoke
Holt
about
or
earlier.
Haynes, Judge?
Yeah.
24. Number 24?
I apologize. The last case was Holt or Haynes, because I'm looking at position 23.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
we skipped to, I may be slow and I'm old.
Oh, hold on.
So,
Let me look, what do I have on, where is my number 23?
Bolt is the one that we spoke about earlier. The attorney left already.
Majeski.
No.
oh no, I
Sorry.
see, the female,
the lady.
okay,
That's the one
okay,
Olivia
that's-
Murray walked
okay.
in for.
Okay, so we're good on Haynes, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
now,
sorry.
back to
Now-
Jaquez Horn, number 24.
Yes, Judge. Mr. Horn was on the August calendar. He is still in DeKalb County. He's scheduled for court on Friday, according to his mother. I do not know what that court hearing is in regard to in DeKalb. However, they did cut his ankle monitor off when he was arrested a few months ago in DeKalb.
Looks like, all right, so it looks like here, like when he was arrested, right, he was released on the original one on October 22nd, 2023, right? And then December 2023 on the 13th, and then released on the 16th. Looks like there was no ankle monitor issued there. Yeah, there wasn't an ankle monitor on the December 13th, 2023. So, and he's been in DeKalb, so it looks like maybe one wasn't placed on him, you think?
I am unsure.
What do you think?
We don't have anything. I show
Okay,
he
let's
doesn't have a
see.
device.
All right, Mr. Jenkins, what you want to do since he's in DeKalb?
Judge, I think it'd be proper to either remove or, I mean,
Okay.
if he's in custody, what sense does it make to have a?
All right, remove, and I'll put something in there that he may or may not have ever had one.
Right.
Okay, so we'll just,
Yeah, if he recently got arrested in the cab, he didn't with a monitor on.
okay. All right, so yeah, and you don't know when he was arrested at DeKalb? Do you think just a few months ago?
I believe it was, I'm trying to picture in
Okay.
my brain what I saw in DeKalb, May.
Oh, okay. Well, if he never got one in December, when he got the other one, they may not have paid attention. Because they released, rearrested, released. Okay, thank you. Good job. Finally, somebody gets one, gets it off.
That concludes my business, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I got Amra Immani, 25, 23 CP 219170. This is Mr. Showalter. Looks like there was an ankle monitor. There's already been a bench warrant issued. Forfeiture. Is he in jail already? Somebody on here. Yep, he's in jail right now. Do you have anything about any kind of ankle monitor? Do you know if anyone was ever put on him?
It looks like there was communication up until November 23 with regards to an ankle monitor.
He's currently in jail?
Yeah, let's see. And so, let me look at this, because in September 2023, there was consent UJR, and I think that was FTA on that case. Yeah, so it looks like 111 days were spent on the initial step by taking. And then he was booked in on September the 11th, 2024. And now he's in jail. So, remove it.
Yes, Judge.
And the last communication was November. Good job, Ms. Correa. All right. Let's see, 26 Delshawn Jackson, 23 CP 217980. This was in Nelson Roads. It was booked for 2423. Wait, excuse me. Yeah, booked for 2423, released March 7th, 2024. Anything out of this one?
No device. He's not tracking.
All right, Mr. Jenkins.
Bench warrant for purposes of this here calendar, Judge.
Ms. Correa.
I would defer to the court. I would request that we wait until the end of the calendar and the event for designated.
Okay, so bench warrant will hold to end the calendar. All right, let's see, Kaja Jackson, position 27, 22, CP 214729. And this one was Ms. Bex. Now this one looks like he was booked in on December 14th, 2023, released December 17th, 2023, booked in on January the 1st, 2024, and released 5/21/24 to DOC. So maybe this one has never been placed on him. What do you have anything?
No, there was some communication up until 10/23.
Let's see if he has a case before that. I don't know if he had one before, but he definitely didn't have one.
he's in DOC custody, then I
All right.
can't imagine that they wouldn't have cut that off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if it was ever, looks like, but he was, so it looked like he was ever really issued one, unless he got out on December 17th and was rearrested.
Yeah, may not have even had one when he went back.
Okay. Y'all good with that? Probably never had one?
Correct, Judge, yeah.
All right.
So can we remove it from our system?
Yes, ma'am. And yeah, ankle monitor removal order. We got Marcos Johnson, 23 CP 218795. Looks like this is Miss Eustace, and I think this, he's in jail right now for violation of probation, I think. Do you have anything out of him on that case? Marcos Johnson, number 28?
He does not have a monitor.
I think he's kind of consistently been in jail. Okay. No, let's see.
So, yeah, as long as.
No, let's see. Well,
Make sure she has a proper.
so you didn't have anything from 2023 at all from him?
No.
September, October?
It looks like last communication may have been in October of 2023.
All right, then it's picked up again in November
If everything's cool. then no
for
problem.
probation. Last communication was in October?
Okay, whatever you need to do, but it's cool. As long as you can just report that to the court and he's ready to go.
Oh, his monitor's been swapped?
Yeah, well, we'll remove it. Never on, because right now he's in jail for probation violation.
Okay, so
right.
just go ahead and remove?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got, Mr. Majeski?
Judge, I got Mr. They switched out of mine, got him a new charger. I got the information from the second chance, what they want me to do is email a fine order or whatever. And they're gonna get it set up from there.
Sure, well, I mean, send it to me. Send it to us. We'll sign it. We'll get it over. And then, sir, he'll just go through some things and Mr. Majeski, and they'll talk about how long you gotta wear it, okay?
Well, I was thinking for now, the bond order from 5 months ago, so I'm gonna file a motion to modify.
Yeah.
I haven't yet, so we go by the one that he's currently on, right?
Right.
Yeah, so
But I mean, I could, if I need to do a new one, I can.
I've still got to do more.
Okay.
What I wanna do is take 10 days.
Yeah, just put it on for a night calendar.
Yes, Judge.
Does that sound good, sir? He'll put you on a night calendar. It'll be on Zoom, okay? All right.
Always good to see you, Judge.
You
Thank
too. You too. Thank
All
you.
right, buddy. Take it easy, man.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank y'all both. Y'all have a good day. All right, I got Alante Jackson, 23 CP 221703. This was a decline to prosecute on this one, so I'm assuming you didn't have any sort of ankle monitor.
No.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's see. Mr. Showalter, we got Cameron McSear, 24 PI 000180, position 30. Booked in 1/6/2024. Let's see, released 4/21/2024, and then there was another recent arrest. Because he just was given a bond on 8/15/2024. Mr. Showalter, what you know?
I am unfamiliar with his, if any ankle monitor violation or anything with.
Let's see. Okay, so 24-hour curfew, except for work, have some, where you're working, medical, any mental health programs, court appearances, attorney visits, childcare, basic life necessities. So he was picked up at 8:50 in the evening, driving with tinted windows, and had a little bit of drugs with him. So I don't know if he was on the way to the daycare to drop something off, or.
Yeah, I did
So, there you go. So anyway, and he's not here, so you want to do Mr. Jenkins?
Yes, Your Honor, for purposes of this calendar bench warrant.
All right, so, do we know, have we ever shown any sort of,
He doesn't have one, no. I don't even have him in my system at all.
okay. All right, okay, let's see, Kenneth McDonald, number 3123 CP 219188. This one says he was booked in on June 2023, released October 2023. He had another case booked in December 31st, 2023, and he was released May 5th, 2024. Anything on this one?
No device.
Well, it's supposed to have one. Do we know, let's say it's Miss Clark's case. Anybody know anything about that? Okay, let me see if I can figure it out. Anybody? No. He's not in jail. What do you want to do, Mr. Jenkins?
Your Honor, for purpose of this hearing,
Because he was actually in 2024, he should have had one again in April this year.
might be on the lam a little bit. So for purposes of this hearing, this calendar at least in terms of.
All right, bench warrant. All right, Joshua McDuffy, position 32, 23 CP 218773. Looks like he was booked May 24, 2023, released October the 3rd, 2023. Then there was the FTA where he served from April 23rd to August the 9th of 2024. Anything on this one?
No, not tracking, no device.
Correa, what do you know?
I defer to the courts.
So you don't know if is he in jail somewhere else or no idea? Mr. Jenkins?
Same announcement in connection with this purposes of this calendar, Judge.
All right, y'all come up with any ideas to help me out? I'm wide open to them. All right, we'll issue a bench warrant. All right, Keith Mincy, number 33, 23 CP 217969. This was Mr. Rhodes, booked April 25th, 2023, released 11/29/2023. Anything from Ankle Monitoring Company?
No device.
Correa.
Defer to the courts.
Same motion, Judge.
All right, so do you know if Ms. Forbes, there ever been an ankle monitor?
Hold a second. I do apologize, Judge. Can we go back to Mr. McDuffy for a second?
McDuffy. All right, 32, Joshua McDuffy.
Maybe I'm spelling the name. Wait, make sure I got the name correct because I just saw a device, but I think I'm spelling the name. It's McDuffy. Okay, maybe not. 1 second here, please. Joshua. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, bench warrant is fine on that one. I'm sorry. Okay.
Same announcement on that?
So back to Keith.
So McDuffy, no,
Yeah, McDuffy's, yeah, he's good. Incorrect spelling.
he's good as far as what?
Does not have a device, so he's good to keep the bench warrant.
Okay. All right, so back to Mincy, Keith Mincy.
He does not have a device. I have nothing for him.
Never had any reporting whatsoever?
No, it looks like he had gotten swapped to an Omni device. So he got swapped to the new device, so I have nothing on him.
Do you have like a date for that?
I do not. It just shows me that he was put into that system, which tells me that they moved him from the Scram to the Omni. Now there's no device, so there's no tracking. I don't have a date or anything.
So you don't know what date it was put in there? All right, just bench warrant, figure this one out. All right, let's see. I got position 34, 22 CP 212560, Kevin Nettles. Looks like there was, he had an FTA August 5th, 2023, released 11/3/2023, and he was released on the original bond, which required ankle monitor. We have anything on Mr. Nettles?
No,
No showing of any ankle monitor ever?
nothing on him currently. I'm looking to see if they had any communication. Nothing. I have nothing.
Mr. Jenkins, Ms. Correa.
Yes, Judge, for purposes of this calendar, bench warrant.
Ms. Correa.
I leave it to the court's discretion.
You're so fantastic today, Ms. Correa. Oh, how about this, Ms. Correa? I got position 35, Johnquez Kitchens, 22 CP 214598. So it looks like, for some reason, I didn't write it down. Was in jail. Let's see. Bond on.
Your Honor, it appears that he may actually be in Henry County's custody. He was CPO'd to be brought to Fulton County for the new arrest, which is why it says was in jail.
Mm-hmm.
And per, a CPO, my understanding is he would have returned to Henry County.
Right. So what do we have on him? Anything as far as?
No device. It looks like, there was communication failure on November 2023.
They don't show any kind of device?
Mm-mm.
What do you know, Ms. Correa?
I'm checking with Henry County, but otherwise,
So was he transferred straight from here to Henry County?
yes,
So it may never have been placed on him, right?
Right.
possible.
Okay. All right, so we'll hold on the bench warrant till the end and we'll figure it out. I'll communicate before I sign any. All right, and I got Cartez Laster, position 36, 23 CP 222011.
Your Honor, I am covering that case from Mrs. Peterbrew. It's my understanding that Mrs. Peterbrew has not made any contact with Mr. Lester.
Mm-hmm. What you know, Ms. Forbes?
No device.
No tracking, no nothing?
No nothing. I'm looking to see if he had one previously. No information at all.
Mr. Jenkins?
Are you saying that no order was even given or just no tracking, no information?
No tracking, nothing. I don't see I was looking to see from previous company if there was anything. There's nothing.
There was an order issued on October the 12th. It was a consent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll just have to assume he had it and maybe
All
he
right.
died at some point. So
Bench warrant.
bench warrant, Your Honor.
All right. All right, let's see. I've got position 37 is 22 CP 213003. How do you pronounce this name? Diovigildo, last name Ochoa. Booked in 10/7/2022, released 6/8/2023.
Dio Gilchoah.
How do you say it again?
Dio Gilchoah Ochoa.
Dio Gilchoah. Thank you, Ms. Correa.
You're welcome.
Anything on Mr. Ochoa?
No device.
Well, I apologize, Your Honor. That is currently my case and we have not made any contact with Mr. Ochoa.
So when you say no, you've never shown one placed on, nothing?
I just see where there's communication failure back in June of 2023. So it looks like he may have had a device previously.
Because it was released June 8th.
Oh, and that communication failure was June 20th, so it died or whatever happened to it happened right after he got out.
All right, so bench warrant.
Yes, Your Honor, for this purpose.
All right, and then 38, the last one. Oh, we got two more. So Gerald Pack, PACK 23 CP 222299. Let's see, it was booked in 10/1/2023 and released 10/15/2023. Anything?
No, Your Honor, I have not been able to make contact with Mr. Pack.
All right. Anything on ankle
No
monitor?
device. No, not being tracked.
Never communicated, nothing?
Let's see if we have a date here. Pulling up. It looks like there was communication failure back in October of 2023.
So when it says that, does that mean put on and never, nothing?
Well, it
else?
just means that from that point on, there was nothing, no tracking.
So they put it on and then that was it?
Yeah, so whether it was cut, whether he just let it die, I have nothing that tells me what led up to that.
Right.
It just says communication failure 10/24/23.
All right. Mr. Jenkins?
Purposes of this calendar, the judge requesting bench warrants.
All right, last case, Mario Thomas, 23 CP 222079. Booked in 9/22/23, released October the 15th, 2023. This was a UJR. This was Mr. Rhodes' case. What we have from the ankle monitoring company?
I have nothing. He's not being tracked. No,
Ever been tracked?
let's see. I'm looking now to see if I have a date of when it last communicated. Nothing yet. Let's see.
I just sent you both that, Ms. Correa.
Thank you.
You and Mr. Jenkins.
Last communication was 10/15/2023.
So it means it was at least placed on and then. nothing
Yeah,
else,
perhaps,
okay.
yes.
All right, Mr. Jenkins,
Same announcement,
all right,
Judge.
Ms. Correa.
Leave it up to the court there.
All right, well, issue bench warrant. Now we're back. I just emailed you both this one for Mr. George, who's been sitting there very patiently. Back to number 19.
I do also, okay, so I can, when it comes to the two felony cases for Mr. George, Judge, it looks like the 24 SC case with the warrant number is EW 0419751. Mr. George is essentially correct that both warrants stem from the same incident. Now, it looks like it would be two separate incidences, but the warrant ending in 751 was taken out by the responding officer, Officer Irby. And then in the 23 CP case, which is the EW number is 0418222, that was taken out by Detective Denkins using Officer Irby's statement from the incident.
Okay.
So
those could be, maybe that was why the second one was $1,000.
yes, because, well, he had also been in custody for so long on it
Right.
anyway, Judge.
All right,
So
so
the incident date is the same. I think the one taken out by Officer Irby ending in 751 does reference that the original call to 911 may have occurred on September 25th at about 2300 hours per the warrant. And then the one taken out by Detective Denkins was taken out on September 26th at 1:25 in the morning. But from my perspective, that would be a part of the same overarching alleged incident date. It's the same location, same person. Now, the warrants do allege different injuries, but the warrants were also signed on different days. So the warrant for the unindicted case was signed on October 4th. The warrant for the indicted case was signed on October 18th. So I don't know if this is something where Miss Henderson had subsequent conversations with law enforcement, but these two warrants are from the same.
the two that are on the calendar.
Yeah, what is it in the nucleus of operative facts?
Right. So what about this one that I just sent to you?
That one I haven't had enough time to parse through, Judge. I do see the incident date on that, but I do, in that warrant number does not match the one for the state court case.
Right.
But at least as far as the two felony cases, this is also me just kind of explaining it to Mr. George at the same time, that he is correct that I can see why he is saying that these warrants are duplicative.
The first two, sure, I can see where that, and I'm
Yeah,
sure
so-
Mr. Jenkins are looking at that.
While they may not be actual facsimiles, it is from the same
Right.
nucleus of operative.
So the one thing that concerns me with this new one, if you look at it, is that it says on January 17th, 2024, this was done by me, no further contact with Diane Henderson, all right? So, and then the one on January 22nd, no further contact with Diane Henderson. All right, now on allegedly April 27th, 2024 at 2:45 a.m., between 2:45 and 4:27, he was at 250 Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard, B2, and did intentionally visibly injure Diane Henderson by striking her in the face with a cell phone, causing a small abrasion on the right eye, and accused Diane Henderson. They lived together. Accused was convicted of family violence, blah, 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 back in 2016. So this is my thing, is that, one, something's up with ankle monitor, but two, there was already bond conditions that he wasn't supposed to be around Miss Henderson. No, you probably should sit down, sir. No, you probably shouldn't. You really shouldn't. You really, really shouldn't. So that's kind of that's my concern. One, he wasn't supposed to have ankle monitor, he didn't. And then two, he was around her. So what are y'all thinking? And you did you look at it? I emailed it to you.
I did.
I know it's putting you on
Is that what we're claiming is an active warrant?
This is the one that's the alleged active warrant, yes.
Yeah, well, he needs to be placed in custody.
Ms. Correa?
My understanding is that the deputy in the courtroom has checked on this warrant and it's not currently active in the GCIC. I would ask that Mr. George be placed on a functioning ankle monitor, and subject to the various bond conditions he currently has.
Mr. Jenkins?
I mean, there's an active arrest warrant and his body's here that we claim and that you show. I don't know what's going on with GCIC, but, that's what we're requesting.
Right. I mean, it's issued. I don't know what the difference is between how EWI sends it to GCIC or what have you. We both talk with the Madam Clerk, but my first concern is go ahead and take him. Let's get to the bottom of it because one, there were bond conditions and allegedly he violated those bond conditions by living with her, having contact with her after having two different, or let's just say it was one, where I know that I said no further contact. And then once again, there's further contact, maybe at a different address, but in there it says they were living together. So I'm concerned about her safety. And I want to get to the bottom of it and find out why it's not on GCIC. So it's not a permanent thing, sir. We just got to figure out, because is it EWI that sends them? They send them. I don't know how it's transmitted, but I don't know who we need to get in touch with to follow up on it. Y'all have any idea?
I could try to ask one of our investigators in terms of the process.
Yeah.
But,
so, and my first appearance already started at 11. So, yeah, so I guess go ahead. And sir, I promise you, I'm going to sit here and work on it just like I went over all this other stuff to figure out why it's not in GCIC. If it's supposed to be, I don't see a recall of it, but.
you can do both, but
So.
We certainly leave this into discretion. There's an allegation, obviously, with bond revocations is preponderance.
Right. Well, I'm not even talking about bond revocation. I'm saying
Right,
that's
there's
my
an-
reason for saying
Right,
there's a warrant out. And that's my concern is the victim's safety. Nothing about revoking his bond,
correct.
that there's victim safety because it's alleged that he had contact with this victim. I don't know if he did or not. But I'm just saying, it's alleged that some of my bond conditions, I know, I've read it said this. And then this warrant alleges this. It's just an allegation, sir. I'm not saying you're guilty. I'm not saying anything. I'm saying it's alleged. But there's an outstanding warrant with the same victim who's been a victim multiple times. So that's where I'm at. And I'm trying to figure out, Phoenix, do you know? I'm
not sure how
You need to bring somebody in
GCIC
and
works.
place
My
them
only understanding is that that is what law enforcement uses to determine the validity of warrants that may be floating out there. So for that, I leave it to the discretion of the sheriff's office. But as far as Mr. George today, if your honor's concern is victim safety, if Mr. George is put on an ankle monitor and reminded of his various bond conditions to stay away from these incident locations, it would be readily apparent to the ankle monitoring company. If
He's wanting to talk to you.
And I will speak to him eventually.
Okay.
I am in the, but with the ankle monitoring company would know rather quickly if he was in a stay away zone.
Look, his body is present. He needs to be placed in custody and then figure out what's going on in this matter.
Go ahead, Ms. Correa.
Thank you, Judge. I think I need to keep him up to speed.
Ms. Gaston, so do you happen to know what you up calling me? So, yeah, because it was issued. I know it's issued through GCIC. I know it goes to the jail.
Judge, it's not on the system.
No, I know it's not on GCIC. It's active here. It should. It was, if not, it would have been recalled. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't want to arrest him if he shouldn't be, but then if there's one here and it's allegedly the same victim, then I don't want to.
I would agree with Ms. Carrera's.
Can you let her in?
that
Waiting room.
PCIC would
Let
be
Phoenix in.
a way that to confirm whether or not a warrant is valid.
You do what now? I'm sorry, one more time.
I would agree with Ms. Carrera that as my understanding is that GCIC would be the one of the ways to confirm whether or not that's an active valid warrant as well.
Yep, I understand that. However, then I go to I have to protect.
Why don't you call for a supervisor from the sheriff's department to be present?
Only thing I can do is with that, even if I take him into custody, that warrant, I have to have that warrant to go with that documentation. The only thing I can advise next is if is bond revocation that you issue those documents and now can place them into.
Well, no, I'm not, we're not having a bond revocation hearing. What I'm trying to figure out is,
Right.
I mean, I'm concerned with public safety, her safety, not him being falsely, I mean, all these things, you know, because I'm the one that watches the, you know, first on 5, only on 2, live at 11, and write down names of people that have been in front of me that are now no longer with us for whatever reason or what have you. So,
The
who
court-
would be the, I mean, I get it, because GCIC, guess I could call, God, I hate calling GCIC. Anybody, who's the yeah, go ahead, Ms. Gaston.
No.
I have no supervisor here. Right. I don't know if this is a typo or some kind of, not typo, but some kind of
Right.
administrator's error or overlook.
Yeah.
You know, the court can order this until the court can order the defendant into custody until you would confirm whether this warrant has been recalled or not. But his body being present, it would be derelict for all parties here when there is evidence of some form of warrant for his arrest to let him leave.
And I would just say restricting someone's liberty without that confirmation would be a violation. I agree that maybe reaching out to the sheriff's department to see how would they proceed in this matter, because if there's not an act warrant, I'm not sure how his arrest would be.
Well, see, I'm thinking like if I were to sign one today, it's not on GCIC, but I've signed it, you got the paper in your hand. So I'm I just emailed, oh, this is an executive, where is, you know who will know? Ms. Markowitz.
Brittany's gonna join, cause she did the whole warrant training, so
Mhm.
she might can answer the.
Oh, is that where it says BS?
Yes, is she in the waiting room?
It says BS.
Yes.
So,
It's not BS though.
yeah, so I want to change it to Brittany.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm about to say, yeah.
So ask her the specific question, cause she did the training when they switched the systems.
Yeah, well,
It's not showing up on GCIC
Uh-huh.
when they're running.
Can you tell her to change her name for some reason? It's not letting me do it.
Pre-trial. Sometimes they don't show on the GCIC, but we still have to do checks locally.
Yeah,
But
so.
that's just.
Let me see.
Ooh. Fun time. Wonderful. How are you?
See.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I didn't remember. Oh, on my birthday. But that was all. That was all. On the same line. And she can't change till she get in. Huh?
Family or
Both. Both. So that was a good 7 days that I got time.
All right, tell her, now do it now.
You can't tell my tan is gone.
Sure, do it.
So I'm back to Casper to go. The thing is cold. Yeah, I'm standing over here. It's so chilly. Yes. Every time I cover for somebody, I step in.
Right.
In a pile of crap.
You're not alone.
That's- So. Who's over the clerk's office to be in warrants? Anybody?
Court has a good faith basis, so I mean.
honestly, I think.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know. It's what-
The deputy is following
I
up
can
with
add
the
it.
supervisor.
Yeah, that's what, we have.
That is all I can.
Like feedback. Yeah.
Well, the thing is that there is a warrant and it is in Odyssey, but the deputy said that it's not active in GCIC, so it seems like it got halfway through the process. They're just not finding it.
Oh,
It's not that old.
well, there, that can explain why it's still. But like, if he was out and not in court today, no one would have arrested him on the warrant.
I mean, he would have ended up with bench warrant.
Well, no, for this case, for having to be in court today, but like if he was pulled over or something and they ran his name to see if he they wouldn't have arrested him because he's.
Hey, what's going on, girl? How you doing? What are you talking about? Oh,
Somebody
in
gonna
due
get
time.
that.
Well, you know, I know
Listen,
it's
you don't have
it's a
to
good
make a
spirit.
report on
Don't worry, man. I won't. I won't.
Mike says, I'm gonna get in there. I said, I don't care who goes and gets.
Well, well, I don't know. Right. Hey, what's the name showed up today?
This is what you get for living out.
Majeski.
I left my house at 8.
He was here, so he got it. He was here late, so she called you.
It took me a whole 20 minutes to get here.
Yeah, he's good. He's
Instead of
gone.
my usual time.
Majeski came in. He got footed and everything.
He's back in, it's an hour.
Not Kevin, but John Majeski. Yes.
Because I didn't know what was going on. I think a lot of people didn't show up today because they were like, oh, you covering it. And then somebody else was
What's up?
like, oh, you covering this. So I had no idea who that
I know you are. She did.
Good thing the one that actually had my name on right back.
Right, that
That was
was,
awesome.
okay, well, I don't know. It was with John.
Okay, good.
And then John
Okay,
showed
I'm
and no
here.
problem.
I'm here.
You
I'm on the
gone.
way too.
I'm like, if you can come up.
So you ain't got nothing to do.
So I must have to talk to you about 100 days on my.
I know.
That's for those.
I appreciate that. That's very kind.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's not.
'cause you know what, though? It's sick people bothering me.
Oh, man, it's just a
I mean,
lot.
but you know, if we try.
Know that? Of course.
Brother, I'm on a Rashad. Yes.
First, unless you can't reach, you know, unless you can't get, you know, then you bug me. You know, you can bug me anytime, you know that. Not on ancillary shit though. You know. I know.
I mean, some shit, let me tell you something.
Some stuff is,
Some of these DAs are still kind of scared.
oh, I know.
And like immediately. Like I mentioned his name, but it's in front of Judge Horn.
That's a good,
It looks like a supervisor from, that, I'll let the deputy make his
Go
announcement.
ahead.
I'll watch him
Yeah, I
speak.
do have a lieutenant out of both counties.
All right, well, Miss Rockwell, isn't she a supervisor for somebody?
Yeah. I want to call Howard.
yay.
She's in front of Frazier so much, she's like a, pseudo supervisor
Right.
to us, feral lawyers.
So we got somebody coming, right?
Any decision on Kitchens? Position 2035.
Might try.
I think that's the one that's in Henry County.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
we're-
I was in the middle of looking into that when I had to.
And I think, didn't we say we're gonna remove it? I just
Yeah,
gotta
so,
make
I mean,
notes.
he definitely was brought over from Henry County, and then he was definitely sent back to Henry County.
Yeah. Cause I know I wrote in here maybe in Henry County from before, so yeah, we'll go ahead and do a bench warrant, but same thing. I'm gonna like email everybody and before I sign all these.
Yeah, I'll do what I can to look into it and see if I can find better contact for him.
What?
Which one?
35.
35.
Knows where they got that address. Probably back in the.
And I man, talk to
You
me.
understand?
Talk, who's the attorney in that case? I mean, man, it's just, what do you want? What do you, talk to Michelle? I don't want to deal with that. That's underneath me right now. So,
Do you have a day that's like
Okay.
less hectic than any other day of the week?
For, usually Mondays,
Mondays, you're.
usually Mondays. Sometimes Tuesdays. What days are good for you?
Mondays are not good. Tuesdays might be better.
All right, yeah, I can pull it up before we leave and look and see, yeah.
Get your own place, get a good job, do all this parenting.
Is it- is the supervisor
Too
up
many
here?
facts right
Is
now.
that,
Get a good.
I see some hair, is that super?
There does seem to be
So he's
some
doing all that.
I mean, I don't want to do
gathering of
anything either way, but is he gonna have an option of somewhere else to stay in the event?
I wish I could care.
Miss Correa, is he gonna have an option of somewhere else to stay?
He does live
Miss
someplace
Correa,
else,
Miss Correa,
Judge.
Miss Correa, Miss Correa. Ms. Correa?
Yeah.
Go, you might want to go get him.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Right, I got you.
He
I got you.
lives, I believe he
Just
lives on.
ask Michelle to ask for Sandra, okay?
No, I'm gonna tell Michelle.
He lives in Stonecrest, he doesn't live there.
Yes, just tell her that.
There's not too many there.
So Ms. Correa just kind of wants you to stay where you're at.
Here, come slide down here so it's easier for
Yeah,
me.
and that way you could let her do all the legal argument, because she's doing fantastic, but,
I know you're worried, I know
Yeah.
it's a very anxious situation.
Hey, man.
but we're trying to figure it out. I'm not trying to do anything that,
That's an
okay?
issue, that's an issue.
I promise.
Beyond my, pay grade and whatever the commissioners. Oh, I'm fine. What do you mean? I'm fine.
This one, well, yeah, well, it's,
No, we can't.
right. I'll send it to you. Right.
You know, I mean, take a hit like that.
Did you send it to her? Did you send it to her? Send her a copy. He sent her a copy of the warrant? They did, okay. I don't, you know.
Yeah, that's true. No, you're right about that.
Yep.
Hey, man,
I sent it to you.
Do what it is.
Yeah.
I get the feeling.
Hey, Ms.
that
Rockwell.
Henderson is angry at the resolution.
Could the record reflect 4 days early?
Yeah, absolutely.
Get your driver's license ID.
No, ma'am. And then the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either way.
Right, right.
I mean, emergency booking photos, if you want that.
Gotta go, man.
Let me pull it up as booking screen, LT.
I'm sorry.
Give me pull up a booking screen.
That's what I, yeah.
Oh, you pulled it up? Will you take it to LT short tour? If you got it pulled up? I don't, I mean, I think he called.
Oh.
I think he called. Check right then, so, but.
You don't have to access like a runner.
But I mean, yeah, it's like, it's just.
Okay, thank you.
And he also brings up about that all these warrants are taken or sworn out.
Yeah, there's deputy director, Mr. Jenkins. Maybe she'll know too. Ask
Markowitz.
Miss Markowitz too.
I mean, let me just say this, you know, you have a good basis to order for his detention. Simple as that, but you know, you guys want to ask 1,000 people.
So you go over there and chime in with Miss Markowitz.
What's the warrant showing? It's showing.
I emailed it them.
On the warrant side. So it's showing.
Yeah, it's shown on the warrant side of Odyssey.
Yeah, it's showing you up there as active deposits. It's not. They're showing it for warrant.
The officer,
It was signed by Judge Oliver.
signed by Oliver
And does it attach to another case?
M. Kaufman. No.
Okay, can you send me that one? Cause I could send that and forward it to me and Fernando. And Nigel. Yes, Nigel Yarborough.
Oh, yeah.
And then ask,
Dang it.
in the body say, hey, I'm with Chief Markowitz.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, the sheriff is saying it's not showing in GCIC.
Right.
Is there a case that it's related to that it's just not getting closed out to? Call Liz. Liz says she has her work phone. I have to call for that.
Let's see. How you spell her first name?
Nijia.
That's what I thought, why wasn't it coming up? J. There we go. There it is.
Oh, I'll be at the jail. No, I got jail.
Okay. You're,
Sent now.
okay, so you're about to get a meeting. Go ahead. So you're about to get an email from Judge Manning. So there's a guy in court for non-complex who's showing under warrant signed, a warrant signed
Yeah.
for.
God, it's not a bigger,
By Judge
That's not a
Oliver, but it's not showing.
bigger calendar.
The sheriff's office says they don't have the GCIC. So is.
It's on Thursday, not Thursday. Pretty much my compromise.
Well, it should still be on GCIC as an outstanding warrant.
Yeah, but
She
I
forwarded.
wanna say because it's not, because it wasn't served. It's not served.
That would be a
But I mean, when
complex
they're,
case.
yeah, but when they're issued, they're
Yes.
put on GCIC, so if he gets pulled over.
Liz,
Right now,
it would be a
if you-
complex case.
They ain't gonna see it. If I was out there on patrol, and I'm running his name, and it's not gonna show me.
You should if he has an active warrant.
But
it gotta be served.
No.
The warrant, will upload it itself.
No,
The Odyssey,
served
how
is-
would it be served?
It's when it's served is when they're arrested.
Okay, yeah.
Outstanding warrants are on GCIC. So when you pull them on, they said wanted times one times two.
So basically, the officer would serve, like, now if I serve, if I take it to custody, or something, it's served.
Then it'll be served.
So then start a whole new way of how to issue.
It does, when, because it doesn't show. This
No,
one,
the warrant, hold on, so the warrant.
that one doesn't show, and it doesn't show, but that's a
Okay,
twenty
it's
twenty-four.
04-39930.
I just emailed it to her.
Yeah. Yep.
Because this was taken out, the incident date was in April.
9930. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Officer name?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just emailed it to him.
She gave you, right,
Just emailed it to all three of y'all.
click thing you can look at. And maybe that's the reason why I didn't. Okay. Okay.
Because he has,
Correct, like. No, we don't know. Doesn't, yeah, I want to know, has he already been arrested on it or is
It's-
the arrest about to happen right now? Because it's not in GCIC.
and the incident date's April 2024.
Oh, okay.
Yep, yep. Date of birth is 8/10/80.
Didn't they who I just sent it to? And didn't I just send it to them? Tell them to open up the warrant. Oh,
8/10/80.
because he's already had two outstanding felonies and one state court charge. This is,
It was issued 4/30. Just looking to see whether there was another arrest, and just didn't get closed now.
right, well,
It
this,
is not showing, Niger can look to see if it's on GCI.
yeah, they said it's not, that's why and I'm like, well, but it doesn't show a booking into Price Street, so that's why I don't want to keep him, if
Right.
I don't want to put him in jail if he's not supposed to be in jail.
Has not been arrested, but I'm.
No, they-
Okay, okay, so why do you think, I'm sorry, let me call Niger and ask why it wouldn't have gotten into GCIC?
Exactly.
Okay, all right, thanks. Okay, all right, thanks. All right, bye.
Can you pull yours up so she can see? Did you see the warrant, Liz? You can look at his. Did you see it? Yeah. No, the one I emailed you?
Oh, you said
No.
what? Yeah,
Yeah,
right
that
here.
copy of it.
Okay, so I just, Judge Manning just sent you an email. So this guy's warrant is not, it's showing on Odyssey, but it's not showing that it ever went to GCIC. Do we know why it wouldn't have gone to GCIC?
So, yeah, I think that's all, but it was applies to city, it's showing uncertain.
Right. So he needs to just go ahead and get arrested, right? Okay, okay,
Client.
okay, all right, let me talk to the sheriff's son. Okay, all right, bye. Okay, all right, bye.
Did you see the warrant, Liz?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when you, I.
Oh, you saw when I emailed, okay.
I saw, I can't read it that far, but.
No, I can't.
Right, so-
Who knows?
No, it was back yesterday.
I have no idea, especially what's going on with me now.
Right, because he can't leave it.
They don't send us the schedule, but it.
Let's hold this one.
Good work.
I think it's Nick's married. And Cyrus. No, Cyrus is on Thursday. So maybe. If the reason.
I'll be off on Friday.
You will.
Go home to Florida.
That's nice. Hope you get some good weather, not like rained on.
I know, hopefully.
So, Miss Houston, if it is, he'll be in first appearance at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
I will already be at the jail for jail feed arraignment. I will be making a
Okay.
celeb appearance. Let me get your information. They give me their full address. I know they stay in.
You need to call the fight for him, I will get the phone.
I have a phone.
Okay, yeah, I'll call some, I don't mind calling.
So I guess if that's all we need, right, Mr. Jenkins? I mean, that's it, right?
In terms of what?
The calendar, that was the last one on the calendar and then,
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know,
So at this point, once
Yeah,
we're
I
not
think-
gonna do anything with the monitor anymore with him, correct?
Mr. Jenkins,
Mr. Jenkins, do I remove him from do I remove him from my
I think
report?
that would be it. What position is this guy again?
19,
19.
Yeah, that.
just go ahead and remove it.
I would go ahead and remove it for now.
It looks,
since
it looks like you said it wasn't even on, right?
It wasn't, but I guess the only reason I'm asking is because if he gets out
Right.
and he is to stay away from
Right,
that address, we still need it, correct?
yeah. Well, I'm trying to, well, now, this other one was allegedly a
Once he,
different address.
once a bond gets set in this new.
Yeah, they
We'll
can
just do it
case,
again.
then
They
you
can, they can address
Do it
that,
again,
yeah.
okay, sounds good.
It's a sheriff's issue. It's not up. Okay, GCIC, they can go and then go. Yes, he's just.
Is he coming in here? Yeah. Oh, he's trying to go to somebody else. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll just do an order removing it and then whoever addressed that at first appearance, they can take care of.
Okay,
Well, good to see you, Liz.
So I think that's it.
okay, sounds good.
Ms. Correa, anything else? Nope.
I'm just trying to
Yeah.
get a jump start on for court tomorrow.
I get you. Well, I'm just trying to let everybody go if we don't.
I understand that the court must do what the court must do.
All right, so I think we're finished. Thank you, Ms. Bosky.
Yes.
Thank
okay,
you, Ms. Warren. So let me,
Well, should I just wait for you?
Thank you,